चलिए दोस्तों शुरू करते हैं without wasting a time. Today in this video we are going to cover how to create a tenant, how to create a bridge domain interface under that tenant, and how to create a contract, how to add a subject in that contract, and how to create a VRF and how we can apply the contract at VRF level. Okay. So as we know, contract is required if you want to enable a communication with the endpoint groups. So let's jump for the configuration. So let's create the first tenant. Here we have an add tenant option is there. Let's create this with the name cloud tenant. Okay. Then we put the subnet. So here you can see cloud tenant is created. Now we in the cloud tenant. Here we can see okay. After that we need to create a one bridge domain. Okay, in the networking tab, if you come in the net, we have a bridge domain. You have to do right click. Let's create one bridge domain 101 in the name. Okay. So created this bridge domain, and after that we will see how we can create a contract. Okay, so here you can see we have an option contract. We'll go for the standard contract. Right click create contract. Put the name allow all. Add a subject also in the contract. We need to apply a subject and putting the same name allow all, and under that we need to define a filter. So and let's permit this. Let's cancel this. Okay. Scope is the VRF. Here put it here. Scope is the VRF for this contract. So where we have the standard contract. Under that standard contract, we have another subject we have created. What we do is we use the default common filter we applied, which will allow all the communication within the permit. Okay, now let's jump for the how to create a VRF. In the networking tab in the bridge on below bridge one, we have a VRF. Let's create a VRF. Let's put the name for this VRF is blue, and let me call this. I don't want to create any. So that's it. So we have created a VRF. Okay. So let's see here in the VRF. Once you go to the VRF in the EPG collection of VRF here, under that we can add a provided contract. So we use this which we have created just for under Tenant Cloud. In similar way, we will also consume this contract. Update and this update. Okay. Similar way, now we are in a VRF. So we do that in the bridge domain policy. So we can attach the VRF also if you want. So this is how is the VRF. We have and do that. This is how we can create the tenant and then bridge domain interface. Then we can apply contract and subject. So contract is the name. Under that we need to define a subject. Under that we can define a filter. Filter can be based on any protocol if you want to deny ICMP, permit or TCP any port with respect to. And on the VRF level we have applied the contract to allow the VRF level communication. So this will allow us the communication on the VRF level. Okay. In the ACI, sometimes we need to check how the usage of the object or what other object are using by other object. So what we can do is here we in the system we need to let's go to the fabric under that access policy. Let's transform Starting here, so we have here we update the VLAN pool, correct? In the so VLAN pool under the VLAN. So this is the VLAN pool I created with the help of Terraform Infra. So here is this is the also one point where we check the fold with respect to this pool. If there is any fold you will see regarding this project, that fold will be reflected here. And under that policy here is showing the usage. Okay, if I click on the show usage, so this is showing that this VLAN pool is attached to the or this VLAN pool is used by the physical domain infra. It's called okay. So this is the one of the verification step we can do. All the objects are connected or not each other. Let's do for that. As you check for the VLAN pool, let's go over the physical domain. Okay, and similarly on the physical domain also. Like here we have defined the physical domain, and here we can check the folds. If there is any fold will be related, that will be reflected here. And if you click on the show usage, so this will be showed that this physical domain is used by the AEP infra. So this can be. Let's go to the now AEP. Under the policies, under the policy we have a global, and here we have an attachable access entity profile. If we click on this similar way, first we can check the fold, and then in the policy we can check the relation also show usage. So here it is showing this AEP is called in the IPG infra. Okay, once you done that, you can proceed under the interface. Under the interface, now we check the IPG interface policy group. So here it is. Same similar thing. Check the show usage. Is IPG called in the port select or not? It's called. If it's showing it called in the port 1 type select. And here you can see the any fold will be reflected here. Okay. Then similar way you can check for the interface profile. Again show usage. This interface profile should be called in the leaf profile. So it's showing yes, correct. So there is no fold here. Okay. Similar way, let's go to the switch profile. Under the switch profile, leaf profile here, where again you can check the show usage. So this will be checked by the this is used by the node using this policy. So this profile is selecting this leaf. Okay. So this is how you can check the end-to-end objects are connected to each other correctly or not to verify it if you want to verify.